Hi, everyone. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are joining us from in the world. My name is Lauren Kruger, and I will be talking to you today about hacking the FMP, a step-by-step guide to successfully completing the Facility Management Professional Program, the FMP. I'd love to hear where you are joining us in the world today. Usually we have people from Asia and Africa. We've even had a few people from the US, the United States, join us at this early hour. So I'd love to hear where you are tuning in from. And I will say a little bit about myself. Again, my name is Lauren Kruger. I'm the Director of Sales Operations for IFMA. I am joining you today from Stavanger, Norway. I've been here for just past the 2-year anniversary, so going on 3 years now, and we love it in Norway, me and my family. So that's why I'm able to bring this presentation to you today, hopefully at a time that is convenient. And I want to briefly mention some of IFMA's other regional representatives. Laura Payman is our managing director for IFMA EMEA, that's Europe, Middle East, and Africa. Cece Dai is our managing director for IFMA China. Mahender Singh is our director for IFMA India. So if you are located in these regions in the world, these are excellent IFMA representatives to get in touch with. If you have any questions about membership and forming a chapter in a country that you live in, what events are going on in your region. For example, Lara Payman is been spearheading IFMA World Workplace Europe, and that starts next week. So we are very excited. I will be there. If any of you are attending World Workplace Europe, please let me know. I would love to meet you. That is going to be in Rotterdam, the Netherlands. So looking forward to seeing you there if you are attending. And it looks like we've had some people tune in. We have people joining from Nairobi, Kenya. Welcome. Algeria. Welcome. Saudi Arabia. Hello. So we're going to kind of jump in to the presentation here. So for those of you who are not familiar with IFMA, IFMA's vision is to lead the future of the built environment to make the world a better place. We have been in this industry for more than 40 years, so we are the leading expert in facility management. We have members in over 100 countries, 139 chapters globally. And so what that means is IFMA has local representation of members around the world. So we have chapters in Nigeria and Ghana. We have chapters around Europe. We have chapters in China and Singapore, Hong Kong. So that is a way for you to network with other facility management professionals, as well as those professionals that provide products and services to facility managers. So it's an excellent way to meet other people in the industry where you're located. It's a great way to learn and connect with them, to learn best practices, benchmarking, sharing your experiences. So if you are wondering if there is a chapter near you, we do have a complete list on the IFMA website. If you are hoping to maybe establish a chapter in a city or country where you live, if there is not an IFMA chapter, please let us know. We are happy to talk with you about what that might look like. So I see some other people joining us from Dubai and Botswana and India, Delhi. Hello, welcome. Thank you all for joining us today. It's great to see your faces this morning. So this is going to be, again, this presentation is all about hacking the FMP. So how to successfully complete the FMP credential program. So at any point during this presentation, if you have questions, please type them into that chat. I will try do my best to answer them while I'm speaking. Otherwise, we can have some time at the end for some question and answers as well. So what do you want to know about the FMP? If you have any specific questions or anything at all that you would like me to touch on, please type it in the chat again, any point, and we can address it during the presentation. So what is the FMP? The Facility Management Professional. Why is this considered the foundational credential? Who is ideal for the FMP? Who needs the FMP? So the IFMA as a association has defined 11 competencies that make up the facility management body of knowledge. The FMP is going to cover 4 of those 11 competencies. Those are what you see on the screen here: finance and business, project management, leadership and strategy, and operations and maintenance. These 4 are the foundational competencies of the 11. So what does that mean? That means that these 4 are critical for any practicing facility manager. It's critical to have experience, knowledge, training in these 4 competencies to be efficient in your job roles and responsibilities and to effectively manage your facilities. So the FMP program is made up of these 4 foundational competencies. So who is the FMP ideal for? There is no eligibility requirements for the FMP, but we like to say that you should maybe have at least 1 years of experience before pursuing the FMP. It is not a requirement, but you do have to have some experience in practicing facility management in order for you to better comprehend the concepts and topics that are being addressed in these 4 competency courses. So if you are someone looking to set yourself apart from the other practicing facility managers in your country or region, or if you're looking to advance and a job requires the FMP, this is going to be the credential for you to deepen your understanding of these 4 competency courses to gain that credential, that FMP credential that says, yes, you have had the training and you are certified in the 4 foundational competencies. So hacking the FMP, step 1 is getting set up. So when you've purchased that FMP program, the first thing is to verify that you do indeed have access to that program, to quick go in, take a look, and make sure that everything seems correct. So in order to access any of IFMA's training programs, you do need to go to fm.training and log into your account. So when you purchase the program, you should receive an email address that is associated with the email that you used to register. So if you log on with a different email than what was purchased, it will not recognize you as that user. We do sometimes have maybe a supervisor who purchases the program for us, or if you're attending this through training provider in your region and you sign up with a specific email but go to log on with a different email, it will not know. So please make sure you are signing in with the email that you use to register for this course. So once you have logged in, it will show your name in the top here. That's how you will know you've logged in. And we have a number of navigation for you. We have a message center here. And so this is going to be a great opportunity for you to read through the messages that you were sent. So if you're accessing the program through your work email, and for whatever reason, firewalls have blocked the email from fm.training, you can still log into your program at any point, and you can view the messages that were sent to you here. The next step is to make sure you are then able to access your course through your learning dashboard. And if you are having access issues or any questions at all, we do have a number of resources to help you log in, to help you navigate through the course. There's how-to videos, or you can reach out to IFMA directly for any of those questions as well. And that is where the login button is, and messages here, just pointing those out. So the next step is, once you've verified you can access your FMP program, you've logged in, you know where to navigate, now it's time to plan, study, and then pass those final assessments. IFMA does offer a FMP study guide that helps you to understand how you can organize your time so that you can complete this program in as little as 4 months, 8 months, or 12 months. When you purchase the FMP bundle, so all 4 courses, you do have 2 years of online access to complete that FMP program. Now, that is a very generous amount of time, and we don't want you to think, oh, I have all the time in the world to complete it. And then here, a year goes by and you haven't even accessed the program. So do make sure you get in to your training dashboard, view the program, and then set yourself a study schedule so that you can complete it within a time that is helpful to your schedule and your personal life. So you can see an example of the 4-month path here. It's it's divided into the 4 competency courses. For finance and business, there are a total of 6 chapters with about 12 hours of study time total for this finance and business course. So this helps you to understand how to organize reading the chapters by week. And then the last week is to attempt the final assessment for this course. You do have 3 attempts at the final assessments to complete this course. If you fail all 3 attempts, the system will lock you out from attempting the final assessment again. So this is to help you to go back through the materials, read the text, maybe do some of the chapter quizzes before attempting the final assessment again. After those 30 days, the system will unlock that final assessment and you can attempt that test again. So pick days to stay consistent. What days of the week will you study? Maybe Tuesdays, Thursdays are a lighter load for you than the rest of the week. Maybe you want to focus your time on just the weekends. So this is just to help you organize your time so that you can complete the FMP. So step 3, connect with your community. So don't go through the FMP alone. We do have a number of resources and support to help you go through this FMP. IFMA is first and foremost a membership organization. We have over 22,000 members worldwide. Many of them have already completed the FMP, and many are going through the FMP program. There are 15,000 FMPs worldwide. So you have a tremendous network to connect with those who have completed the FMP and are going through the FMP program. We have our Engage forum that you see here. This is that are going through the FMP program. So if you have connected on Engage, please do So join that FMP community. See if you can find somebody who maybe wants to study, and they can provide that additional networking and motivation to complete that program. If you have a number of employees in your organization who are going through, maybe your company is supporting group training, make sure you're working with those employees also going through the class. We also have our components, so those chapters, and the many chapters do provide training for these programs. So for example, I know the Nigerian chapters and Ghana chapter is very involved with providing FMP training to their members and those in those prospective members in those countries. I know they're trying to organize an SFP training coming up. So chapters are a great way to not only network with individuals, but also to go to for training in these courses. So step 4, understand what resources are available within the actual FMP program itself. So at the beginning, we do have a pre-test. And this is an opportunity for you to establish a baseline of your knowledge in that competency. So this is taking that first pretest can help you understand where maybe you should put more of your time into studying the specific concepts and topics within that course. Once you've taken that pretest, there are also a number of study resources to help you within the module. You've got flashcards, there's that study guide, there are case studies for you to review, there are optional printed books that you can purchase. So if going through this material online, you decide, you know what, I'm not grasping it, I need a physical book that I can flip through, highlight in, we do offer printed physical books for you. So there's also a PDF that you can download if you do not want to purchase the books, but want to maybe download it to your Kindle. You have the option to do that as well. And I should mention that the FMP is an English language program, but we have translations in simplified and Spanish Latin American. So those are the other two languages that we have the FMP translated into at the moment. Great question. Now, step 5, stick to the plan that you created. I know this is extremely hard. We all have personal lives. Our jobs as facility managers are very demanding. A million different things can go wrong, or your direction is you're pulled in different directions throughout the day. So creating that study plan and finding the time to stick to it is going to be important. So keep track of the time that you're studying. Are you following along with the study schedule? When you complete the one module, make sure you are also attempting that final assessment maybe before starting the next. So maybe you might think, oh, I'm going to read through all of the content and then I'll just go back at the end and take all of the final assessments. But building the time in your study schedule to attempt that final assessment after reviewing the content so that it is fresh in your mind is going to be important. And then adjust your schedule accordingly. Is there a specific concept or topic that is more difficult? And that will be known if you take that pre-test before beginning the FMP course. Should you allow more study time based on that pre-test results to, say, leadership and strategy than finance and business? This is all ways for you to analyze your knowledge, your base knowledge within the program to help you say, yes, I need to dedicate actually more than the 3 weeks IFMA has suggested for leadership and strategy, because I know I need to provide more time to review that information. And then success. Once you have completed all 4 competency courses for the FMP, you are able to submit your application. This is very critical. Do not forget to submit your application. Just completing all 4 final assessments online does not mean you have the FMP program yet or credential yet. You do have to submit your application to IFMA. We do have staff that reviews every application, and then once they have approved your application, you receive that lifelong FMP designation. You get a digital badge that you can share on your social profiles. If you've seen any of your colleagues claim these digital badges on LinkedIn, that's what this is, and that's what you see here. This is a picture of that digital badge. You also receive a digital certificate. If you are someone that wants to print out that certificate or request a hard copy certificate, IFMA does provide that option when you submit your application. There is a fee for printing and shipping that hard copy certificate to you, but you can download that digital certificate for free. And then IFMA does maintain a credentials registry. And this is where you can direct your supervisor, prospective employers to verify that you do indeed have the credential that you say you do. So that registry is important. You can find that on our website. Make sure you are directing supervisors to that registry to type in your name and confirm you do have that FMP credential. So, tips for success: commit, plan, put it on your calendar. Pick a time every day or week and commit to that day and time. Put a block on your calendar if you're attempting this at work, or, talk with your family and say, from this hour is going to be my time to study. If you're signed up for a virtual FMP class, schedule time to do the readings ahead of class. IFMA offers virtual instructor-led courses to help you go through this program as well. Those are led by an IFMA qualified instructor, and they provide more of an overview of the concepts and topics within the program to help you progress through the courses. So it is very important to read the material before attending one of those live sessions so that you know what is going to be covered. And if there's something that you're struggling on or want clarification on, you can talk to the instructor in the class about that specific topic. So make sure you are doing your homework and reading the course or the chapter before attending one of those live virtual sessions. So, secrets to passing those final assessments: do not skip reading the material and taking the test. Many people feel that they've been in the industry for 10 years, they know this, it'll be easy to pass the assessment. And for some, it might. However, it is important to understand that IFMA's programs are asking questions from a global perspective. So it's important to answer the final assessment questions with a global thought process and thinking of what you would do in a best case scenario. Many people fall into the trap of, oh, well, this is how I would handle it in my facility, in my specific country. And so this is the correct answer. But that's not how IFMA's programs were designed. They were designed from global feedback of practicing facility managers. So when these credentialing programs are created, when these questions were written, it's asking you from an ideal scenario. So not what you would do in your specific facility, in your specific country, but approach it from an overview, 1,000-foot level of the best ideal scenario of how to handle that situation. And that is how to answer the questions in these credentialing programs. The final assessment is also an open book test. It is not something that you go and take at a testing center in person. When you purchase the FMP program, you purchase the training to help you complete it, as well as those final assessments. Yes, those final assessments are timed, but you take them from the comfort of your home. So you have the ability to have a book in front of you to look back through the material as you are taking that final assessment. But just be aware of your time management because it is timed. The test is timed. So that's why it is important to make sure you are reading through the material. You're taking those chapter quizzes to understand, are you grasping the concepts and topics before attempting that final assessment? And then say you attempt that final assessment and you fail, we do provide the analytics of that. It does not tell you what specific questions that you got wrong. It will tell you what out of 5 questions in this topic, you got 1 out of the 5 correct. So that will tell you, okay, I need to go back and review that specific topic within the finance and business course. So look through your results to help you identify your topics that you need to spend more time and go back and review. And then if we do recommend a virtual FMP class, if you have tried, maybe you're not passing those final assessments, you've read through the material, but you're just not grasping what it's telling you, you can add on a virtual instructor-led course at any time. This is supplemental to the FMP program. So you can add on a virtual course at any time, and those, again, are led by a live IFMA qualified instructor to help you understand the concepts and topics within the program. And then get out of your own head. Don't doubt yourself. Avoid negative self talk. The FMP is a hefty program. There is a lot of content. So, again, make sure you're designing a study plan. You're looking at the analytics of your pre-test, of your chapter quizzes to really help you understand where you should spend more time reviewing the content. Have a plan B, C, and D. Do you have extra time to study a particularly challenging module? Do you have summer holidays are coming up? Is that a time where maybe you can spend more time reviewing this program, or you actually want to enjoy your time with your family? So keep that in mind of the time you're going to allocate to study. And then again, procrastination is not your friend. We do have people who purchase the program and wait until the last 4 months to be like, oh my gosh, I haven't done anything with this program. And then they struggle completing it within the time allotted. So make sure that you are constantly logging in, whether it's setting a reminder on your calendar, once a month to just log in, make sure you're getting through if you haven't gotten through that program. And don't be afraid to ask for help. Everyone starts at the beginning. No one knows everything, but together we know a whole lot. So again, it's important to connect with those in your community, your FM community, or those going through that FMP program to help you through. IFMA is here to support you. We want you to complete that program. So do not be afraid to reach out to us and ask, what do I need to do here? It's just not working. So to recap, hacking the FMP, get set up, plan, study, pass those final assessments, connect with your community, understand the FMP's online resources that can help you, stick to your study plan, and then enjoy your success. Celebrate your success, sorry. Download those digital badges and put it out on your social media to say, yes, I have completed that FMP program, and these are the skills that I learned with this program. If maybe the FMP, after going through this presentation, you decide the FMP is not for you, you can identify your starting point. IFMA does offer a career compass survey. This is a really quick 2-minute survey. It asks you a question about your experience level, so that it can suggest the correct, yes, you should go for that credential, but it's giving you um, a place to start investigating more. So this is not a be all end all. And you heard me mention that IFMA headquarters offers virtual instructor-led courses. IFMA also partners with global education training affiliates. So these are training organizations around the world that are vetted by IFMA to provide the training to you in a city or country near you. So if you are looking at a training organization to take the FMP through, please verify that they are indeed an approved training affiliate of IFMA's. You can go to our website and view our full list of partners that IFMA works with. And you want to verify that, because if they are not an approved training provider of IFMA, I cannot guarantee you who's teaching you that course, what material you're even reviewing, what books or resources they're giving you in class. When you go through an approved training provider of IFMA, I can guarantee you that what you receive, who is teaching that course, is going to be the same quality that you would receive if you're taking it in Hong Kong or Saudi Arabia or Texas in the United States. So please verify that this training provider you're looking at is approved by IFMA. So thank you for sticking with me through this presentation. To reward you for listening to me, because sometimes I can be annoying, I'm sure, we are offering you some special discounts. If you use Your Career 50, you can receive $50 off any one of the core competency courses. Those are the non-FMP competency courses, or the the Essentials of FM workshop. If you're ready to purchase that FMP program today, use Your Career 100 to get $100 off that FMP bundle. If you're someone looking at the SFP program, you can also receive $100 off that SFP program as well. These discounts are valid through the end of March. You do not have to be a member to utilize these discounts. You do not have to be a member to attempt any of these credentialing programs. And then just to end our presentation today, what do you stand to lose with an IFMA credential? This was a post that IFMA member Brent Ward responded to with a question IFMA had asked on LinkedIn. He flipped that question around that we presented and said, maybe the question is, what will you lose with an IFMA credential? You will lose inefficiencies, uncertainty, lack of resources, second guessing yourself, unfamiliarity with sectors of your function, and reduced ability to progress and grow. So we thought this was a really interesting take on, instead of what do you gain with an IFMA credential, what do you lose with an IFMA credential? So I'll leave that here with you today. Thank you for joining me. I'm looking through the questions, and I do not see that we have any questions on the FMP. So hopefully I was thorough and answered your question during the presentation. If not, you can post a question on that LinkedIn chat at any time, send a question to our inbox, and we're happy to help you. We're here to support you through this program. We want to see you succeed. So thank you for joining me today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I will be giving this presentation again at 11 a.m. Central European Time as well. So if you have a colleague or a supervisor that you'd like to make sure that they see this presentation, I will be doing this live, and these are all recorded and available on IFMA's YouTube channel as well. If you have access to YouTube, you can view past webinars I've done as well. Thank you so much for your time today and joining me. I hope to see you as FMP holders in the near future. Thank you.